2 years ago, I was in the studio when I had a phone call from a friend that there's one guy, talent, a huge access for this nation that I have to come and witness. It was somewhere 2015 when the Ghana Football Association came to the Brong-Ahafo region to scout for the under-12 players. But indeed, the first time I saw this youngster, Nkyirema Anidaso, that is where I realized Ghana has a future. He's a big asset for our country. His ability, his tackling, his interceptions, the way he controls, his shooting ability, the guy is gem. He's pure genius. And what I expect the nation and its guardians to do is that they need to pay attention and they need to guide his progress and his development, because this is the next big thing that is going to happen to our country. Having watched him play on that fateful day after the game, he was called about 10 minutes when he started conjoining the magic he has been doing. So I spoke to him after the match and asked him, where from you? But one interesting thing about this guy is, it baffles me. He's from one of the remote areas in the Doma East district in the Brong-Ahafo region. A young guy of him who is full of talent, who was inculcated in him through birth, and having visited his family. Indeed, I wept on that fateful day where he lived, where he started his education from such a remote area, even difficult to get 1 square meal a day, looking at putting on some torn school uniforms and kind of stuff. So it was quite pathetic until a good Samaritan came to his rescue, who brought him to Sunyani. So I have even taken it upon myself as a sports journalist known in this country and the Brong-Ahafo region, having covered a lot of tournaments in this continent. I can say this Ghana as a country, we have a huge talent, but the development is where the problem is. Our leaders are not helping, and people like the guardian who took care of Nkyirema Anidaso should be commended, because they have a lot of responsibility on their family, going down to remote areas to pick such a young star, put him to education, feed him more than 3 times a day, pay his school fees, give him a proper place to sleep. I know, and I strongly believe, I have a clear conviction in me that this guy, if given the needed development and attention, I normally compare him to that of the legend Abedi Pele, but the difference between Nkyirema Anidaso and that of the legend Abedi Pele is that Abedi Ayu Pele is a left-footed player and this youngster is a right-footed player.
In education, we got to know that there's life after football. There's other opportunities after retirement from football. And in the course of football, playing football, anything can happen. A player can get injured, maybe he can continue playing football. So we make sure that we are going to give these children the best of education, and we know a lot of footballers who have attained certain certificates whilst playing football. So education has been our topmost priority, that we're giving the children the quality education, so that after football they can also look elsewhere to continue their career.
Education is one of the factors, because nowadays you can't only rely on the football. You have to educate the players, and from where they are coming from, they need education. From poor background to develop in football, you need education.
A lot of them are in our basic schools, primary school, the GHS, and then even the senior high schools. But after leaving these levels of education, you do not see them again because of where they come from. Some of them go back to their villages and we don't hear from them again. As we speak, I have a player with my Division 1 team who comes from Kenya. This boy came to Sunyani. We managed to get him into one of the secondary schools in the ASANTE region. After the 2017 senior high schools inter-school competition, he was adjudged the best player. And as we speak, he is being pursued by the University of Cape Coast on a scholarship so that he will come there and help them with their school team and possibly continue further. We are trying to push him there, but the boy, because of what he's seen in his life right from infancy, he has that problem how to integrate into that, but we are doing everything within our means to get him there.
On the side of football, we try to go around the region and the hinterlands. There are exceptional footballers, there are exceptional cases. These are special talents who need help. And we've been able to go around all the regions, picking up these guys, grooming them, giving them the necessary attention, giving them the necessary facilities that can help them develop their given talent, that is soccer or football. There have been some instances where a lot of these players, a lot of these children who did not get access to these opportunities have turned into so many deviant behaviors in the society. Some have become armed robbers, some have become drunkards, some have become drug addicts, and a whole lot. So we've tried a lot to keep these 12 boys, to give them a meaningful education and a brighter future for their family, for themselves, for their community, and Ghana as a whole. We've tried our best over the years. Over the past 2 years, we've been paying these children their hospital bills, their accommodation, their school fees, and other utilities. But our doors are widely open for NGOs, philanthropists, clubs, individuals who are willing to cooperate with us, who are willing to help these boys, who are willing to give these boys a brighter future, so that at the end, we will all one day be grateful for our success story. These boys have been with us. They are very good academically, they are very good on the field, and we've tried to mold them to fit into the society. We've tried our best. There are some challenges which we are facing right now. Accommodation has become a very big program for us. We need a proper place to keep these boys. We need a proper place to house them. We need an environment which these boys can cooperate. We need an environment which these boys will feel comfortable. They will feel at home. They can learn. They can interact with each other very well. They can have access to certain amenities, and they can improve on their studies and their football as a given talent. We are therefore appealing to anybody to come to our aid, to assist us in facilities. We need facilities to help these boys. We need football facilities, football shoes, we need footballs, we need jerseys, we need bibs, we need shin guard, we need socks, we need anything that is being used in football. We need them to help these boys. I know there are a lot of NGOs, corporate bodies who are willing, who have this vision as ours, to help us mold these boys and bring them to the city and give them the quality education and also enhance on their football career.
Also, doing all these things doesn't work on just a day. It needs to follow some sequence. So as two people, I myself and my friend ASANTE SIAW ENOCH, we alone cannot do all these things. So we seek the support, partnership with corporate entities, individuals who are ready to support this idea of ours. As we are here now, there have been a whole lot of challenges in European Union or in Europe, where many African migrants get themselves there. So if we are able to put these people together, make them know who they are in future, they can definitely become good people within the country. That will not lead them to pass through this Mediterranean Sea to get to Europe, which is very dangerous. many die on their way going over there. So it's our aim, our objective to make sure that everyone that we have now, these kids become good leaders and they don't find themselves in so-called social vices, but to become good leaders in future. For Ghana, for the whole world, we seek the support of football clubs, colleges, and individuals, because as an academy, we need football kids. So through the partnership, we can get this support to support the kids, so that the kids can also become what they want to become, good footballers in future. So with the colleges, what we want to do is to partner with them to the point that we can have some sort of exchange program with them, bringing students to Ghana here, or even with their soccer coaches coming down here, students coming to volunteer with the kids, and our kids also going to them, will be one of the best things we will also be happy to see. And our doors are widely open to anyone who is so ready to make sure these kids also enjoy their effort, because with their effort, these kids will also have the needed relief in life, and they will be always acknowledged for their breakthrough.
And so I think if we can have a helping hand, that is sponsorship, the corporate world, academies, even well-established football clubs across the globe can also come in, because I can remember Samuel Eto'o. He was adopted by Real Madrid. Later on, after developing him, Real Mallorca took him, and in the long run ended up with Barcelona, and we all saw Samuel Eto'o in Barcelona. So I think our problem is finances, picking up the players, giving them the right requirements.
If there is the opportunity for anybody to come to the region to help us groom these boys, to help us put them where we want them to get to, it will be very, 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 very good for us, so that at least what we are trying to do, we can achieve it at the end of the day.
We also need partners, especially football clubs, so that you partner with us, you groom these boys for you. You help us, or you be our source of partnership, that you collaborate.
There are a lot of challenges that we are facing in this region. So I'm appealing to investors, corporate bodies, organizations, philanthropics, those who are willing to invest in unnecting talent in this particular region. I'm talking about the Brong-Ahafo region and its surroundings.
It's sometimes very complex. Bringing an orphan to our academy looks very challenging, because you go to a family where the mother, the dad is not existing, has passed away, living with distant relative, and this person have to ask you series of questions. Sometimes you have to go to the police to write a statement that you're going to take good care of this child, to the point that you are not going to involve this child in any child labor. So it's very tedious to bring them together, despite the fact that we want to support them in their career. But as we have always have the desire to support them, we will continue to do, despite the fact there have been some challenges. And the process to bring them up to our academy is not easy. And our first boy to be in our academy is Prince, who is very talented, very good boy, very innocent. So without us, how is the life of this guy going to be?
We've done our part, and in fact, bringing these children from those hinterlands to the city is not easy. Some are orphans, bringing them, you need to meet the family, you need to talk a lot for them to know that if not like doing child trafficking, you need to have certain documents to back you have reason for bringing these boys home or bringing these boys to the city. Our main vision is to establish an ultra-modern academy so that we can go to the extent of not only in Brong-Ahafo, but also going to the other 9 regions in the country, so we can fish out these boys. And we need an academy that can host or that can accommodate what is an international standard that can accommodate these children, so that we will be able to increase the number of children that we are having now. And as I'm speaking now, we've gone to certain areas, we spotted some good players at some villages and some towns. But we are now making arrangements to go and bring them to the city to come and join their colleagues here. So our vision is that in the next few years, we are going to have a very big academy, a modern academy, a standard academy with good pitches, good training facilities, and a bus that will take them to and fro to their pitches and to their academy house, and all sorts of infrastructure that will help these boys to become useful citizens in the country. Our interest has not only been for boys. Currently, if you come to Africa, precisely Ghana, especially in our part of Ghana, teenage pregnancy is very rampant here. You can't go to any village or any town without seeing a lady or a girl of 13, 14 years being pregnant. So currently we have a lot of girls that we spotted from inter-schools competition, and those who join other teams who are between the ages of 12 to 15 years, who are very good footballers. We're doing this so that these young chaps or these young girls will not engage themselves into other social vices, especially teenage pregnancy. So we also have a girls' soccer team, but currently the girls' soccer team is not working as I'm speaking now. We've spotted them in their various towns, we've been speaking to their parents, we've been speaking to the girls, but the only problem, as I said, is accommodating or housing these girls. You know, taking care of girls is quite different from taking care of boys. There are so many things which we need to have so that girls can develop very well in the society. So as at now, we've not been able to we've not been able to house these girls or bring them from their towns to come and join us in the city to give them the quality education, also play football. But what we are appealing is that if by God's grace we are able to build our academy, or for now we are able to rent apartment which can house the ladies, who can house the girls, and also can house the boys, it will be a very good news for us. We're going to appreciate it very much, because our main concern is those girls in the villages. They are being impregnated by adults who normally, after impregnated them, run away and leave these girls with their parents. So the girls team is also on our heart. The girls team is also part of our topmost priority. We're working very hard, but it's not easy bringing these girls and accommodating them. But we hope one day, very soon, we're going to bring all these ladies here together with their boys. Together, they will stay in a very good and a big and modern academy, which in future they are going to benefit and they're going to be part of our success story.